is rarely what it appears to be. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't explain itself. It moves quietly. Robert Greene didn't write a guide to becoming ruthless. He wrote a map. A map of how influence actually works, in courts, in politics, in business, and in everyday life. The danger is not the laws themselves, it's misunderstanding them, because when applied crudely, they don't create power. They expose you. Tonight we examine 5 laws, not as slogans, but as strategies most people get wrong. Law 1. Don't outshine the master. In simple terms, don't make those above you feel inferior. The common misreading: play small, hide your talent, but that backfires, because invisibility is not safety, it's irrelevance. When you suppress your ability, you're not protecting yourself, you're removing your value. The real interpretation is subtler. Show your competence, but frame it in a way that elevates those in power. Historically, court advisors who survived weren't the most brilliant. They were the most strategic. They made rulers feel wise, even when guiding their decisions. A modern version: an employee presents a solution, but credits the vision to their manager. The result? Influence without threat. When not to apply this. If you're in a meritocratic system that explicitly rewards visibility, hiding your contribution can stall your growth. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Plainly, don't reveal your end goal too early. The common mistake? Becoming secretive about everything. Vague, evasive, distrusted. People sense opacity, and when they do, they assume manipulation. The real meaning is not to hide everything, but to control timing. Consider negotiations. If you reveal your full position too early, you lose leverage. But if you reveal nothing, you lose trust. The skill is selective transparency. Share enough to build alignment, but not so much that you surrender flexibility. When not to apply this. In relationships built on trust, constant strategic ambiguity can destroy connection. Law 6. Court attention. In essence, visibility creates power. The misunderstanding that any attention is good attention. So people provoke, exaggerate, disrupt, but attention without substance is unstable. It attracts and then repels. The deeper interpretation: attention must be intentional, directed, controlled, sustained. Think of figures who command attention not by noise, but by presence. They don't chase visibility, they shape it. In modern terms, it's not about going viral, it's about becoming memorable for something specific. When not to apply this. In environments where discretion is valued, drawing attention can create unnecessary risk. Law 15. Destroy your enemy completely. Stripped of intensity, this means resolve conflicts fully, don't leave them half-finished. The common misreading: total aggression, burn bridges, eliminate opposition. But this often creates more enemies than it removes, and those enemies remember. The deeper meaning is about closure, not destruction. If a conflict lingers, it resurfaces. In politics, in business, in personal dynamics. A nuanced application: address the root of opposition so it cannot quietly rebuild. Sometimes that means resolution, sometimes distance, sometimes redefining the relationship entirely. When not to apply this. In situations where reconciliation is possible, escalating to total conflict can be unnecessary and costly. Law 38. Think freely, behave strategically. Law 38. Think freely, behave strategically. Put simply, you can hold independent ideas, but don't always display them openly. The misinterpretation: conform completely. Suppress individuality. But that leads to intellectual stagnation and quiet resentment. The real insight is about context. Not every environment rewards difference. Timing matters. Audience matters. History shows that many thinkers preserve their influence, not by constant opposition, but by choosing when to reveal it. Strategic alignment on the surface, independent thinking underneath. When not to apply this, when silence supports something unethical, conformity becomes complicity. These laws are not instructions, they are observations, patterns repeated across history. And like all knowledge of power, they raise a deeper question. Not can you use them, but how you will. Niccolo Machiavelli once suggested that understanding power is necessary, even for those who wish to act ethically, because the world does not stop being strategic just because you choose not to see it. So the real danger is not these laws. It is moving through systems of power without understanding the rules that shape them. And the real discipline is learning them without becoming consumed by them.